Yo guys, how's it going? I've got a quick review for all of you guys. It's Samurai Shodown, developed by Hamster. It's one of the ACA NEOGEO games that got uploaded this week. Hamster is a company with SNK, with the cooperation of SNK. They've uploaded a couple Neo Geo games. You've got King of Fighters 94, Metal Slug, I haven't bought that one yet, and you've got Samurai Shodown. Now, SNK is also cooperating with Code Mystics, and they've actually produced or uploaded to the PSN Mark of the Wolves. I reviewed that one a week ago, and The Last Blade. Now, they're all very good games with high quality, and I was thinking about just focusing on Samurai Shodown today, so let's just get into it. There you go, as always, ACA NEOGEO Samurai Shodown. In the Japanese version is called ACA, you know, like arcade archives kind of thing. It's like shortened. Anyways, here's the main menu. Just like any other game that's been uploaded by or produced by Hamster, you've got the original English version, the American version, it says Samurai Shodown, and you've got the Japanese version, Samurai Spirits. Now, I've checked both of these versions. You can see the name changes right there. And something that's interesting is that you guys know that these games were censored back in the day. The blood was white. I've even seen green blood before. And when you play this version, the English version, actually the blood is red. And you've got all the gore as in like the fatalities. You can cut your opponent at the end. The only difference between the Japanese version and the English version is that the text is in English. Okay, that's it. So, I can imagine that Hamster, they're like, you know what, why are we going to put the censored version? Why don't we just put the best version, which is the version with the red blood, and we'll just slap English text on it. So, it's not the actual English version. Okay, so there's no censorship whatsoever in this version. Okay, so I'm not going to check out this version. Let's just focus on the Japanese version. Here we go, options. Get the little instructions. And there you go, the game starts. And the first thing I want to do is open the settings. Now, if you checked out my King of Fighters 94 review, I've gone through every single options. I'm not going to do that this time, it gets boring. So I just want to focus on display. Display is very important for me. Remember, this is a review about the port of this game. It's not about the gameplay. So if you're looking forward to seeing a lot of gameplay and me talking about the system of Samurai Shodown 1, I'm sorry, you're going to be very disappointed. Click on another video. But as always, Hamster, they give you all these options for these old games. Adding a frame, position, size of the display, like the ratio, orientation, wallpaper. Wallpaper's really crap. It's like this gray thing in the background. Don't you ever click on or select on. And screen filter. I mentioned this last time for the people who didn't check out my previous review. You've got off, so it looks really blocky. 0, which is kind of blurry, and then you can add scan lines from left to right. A1, 2, 3. Can you see how dark it gets right there? You know what? Let's just go back to A1. I'm gonna zoom in. Boom, and let's go. A1, A2, A3, A4, and A5. Okay, and then B1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are also scan lines, but they have like this weird thing that like goes from the bottom to the top. It's really weird. I don't know who would want to choose that. So in my case, A2 is the amount of scan lines that I want. It's all about preference. So you can still see you've got scan lines, but the screen isn't that dark. Awesome. This is something that I didn't mention last time, is that you can display a wider screen. So apparently the original version got cut off or got trimmed on the side. So if you put, okay, you know what, let's just play this and then we'll be able to, okay, you know what, let's just get into it, up. Okay, here we go, okay? So display settings, look at this, off and on, off and on. So apparently when they produced this game, this is the ratio or the amount of screen space that you originally had, but since TVs were not like that, they actually trimmed, okay? So it's really cool to get that little extra piece of what do you want to call it, like view or vision when you're playing the game without stretching the graphics. Really awesome. Okay, so there you go. That's the display settings. Another thing that I didn't mention in my King of Fighters 94 review is, let me just go back up. You've got game settings, audio. This is something that I didn't look into because I did the review an hour after buying the game. This is about King of Fighters 94, of course. So take a look at this. So here you can adjust the sound quality. Okay, average, high range up, bass up, reverb. I had no idea what that was. It's like an echo effect. Now, why the hell would you, I don't know, why the hell would you want to add like an echo to the game? I have no idea. I'm sure some of you guys, if you guys know, please add to the comments, and then you can just modify the kind of like echo, reverb if you want, or reverb. What's the pronunciation? I have no idea. An effect panel, this is interesting. Like, the thing is, like, you can fiddle around with the options, but you have no idea what difference it's gonna make. If you want to toy around with the options in real time, you can put on right here, and then take a look at this. Boom. And you see right there? Now, you can toggle around, or toy around if you want, with the options. Listen. It's different. Option 3. See? And then reverb 1, 2. See? There is a difference, isn't there? Anyway, so that kind of option, it's pretty good. You know, if you're super picky about your old games and you want an echo, and you want the bass to go up, and you want that to go up or down, you know, you can modify, you can just adjust to your liking. I like that. I really like that, you know? This is for like picky people like me with their ports. Anyway, so let's go back. Game settings. As always, you can change the level, the time. This is interesting, like the time can be like super fast. I don't know why. Or you can make it normal or change it to slowest. How to play, all that stuff. You get all these options. Awesome. So, how was the game? How was the game itself? Now, let's just get into it. You know what? I'm gonna play a little round, one quick round. Alright, let's see. Oh no. Okay, let me just add a coin. I love adding coins like that, it's so cool. Just makes it so much more authentic. Get into it. There you go. We're playing the game. Olomaru. So I've got, let's just zoom in there. I've got some scan lines going on right there. It's not too dark. You see? It's not blocky either. Let's just go back. And it's Samurai Shodown. If you've played this game before, you know how it plays. It's the first one, so it's kind of slow, but still very fun. There you go. Boom, slash. I enjoy this game, okay? So, let's stop right there, okay? Now, that's the PS4 version. Very responsive. All of these options, you can toggle all these things and just make the game the way you want it to see it, to play it, okay? Now, something I haven't mentioned, there are so many versions of this game. It is ridiculous. It all goes back to like the Super Nintendo, which was censored and it had like no zoom in or zoom out. Guys, this is something that I haven't told many people, but I actually got my mom to get me a Panasonic 3DO just because I wanted to play this game, okay? So maybe you guys don't care, but I'm a little embarrassed. Can you imagine? That console sucked ass. And yeah, I got it just to get this game. I was in love with this game. This is by far one of the funnest fighting games ever. And I'm just happy to see it back on the PS4, to see that SNK wants the franchise to get revived. Now, that's the PS4 version. It's really fun. It's playable. You've got all these options. Now, as always, I'm going to compare the PlayStation 4 version with the PlayStation 3 version. Okay? There you go. Now, some of you probably have this game. This game got released about maybe 6 to 7 years ago, and it's one of the game. What do they call them? The Neo Geo Station. There you go, Neo Geo Station. It was the second volume that came out about 6 to 7 years ago, and it's pretty much the same game, but it's on the. Listen to that. That's so awesome, and it's on the PlayStation 3. God damn it, man! I love that intro. You know. I was so excited when I got this game for the first time. Now, as always, you got normal mode, you've got network mode, you can play online. And when I say online, I'm saying against people online, not like the PlayStation 4 version. This is something I need to add. The PlayStation 4 version of this game, Samurai Shodown, it does not have online multiplayer. It's got like a online multiplayer-esque thing going on, but it's just like comparing scores and all that bullshit. You cannot play against another person online, okay? So anyways, you've got network mode, which I tried it out last night and nobody was online, so that kind of sucked. Replay settings, you got all these settings going on, controller screen. Now, for me, and like I said, I'm reviewing the port here, so I want to talk about this. You can change the format of the screen, you can add a wallpaper if you want. Of course it's not appearing because, oh there you go, there you go. You can add that kind of wallpaper or another kind of wallpaper. Look at that, like the original Neo Geo console. You know what, I don't like that, type 4. And here you go, scan lines. So if you guys have an arcade cabinet, if you're into arcade gaming, I can imagine that scan lines are very important to you guys. Now, this game does have that option. The problem is, it's either on or off, okay? Now, when you have, let's see, let me just see if I can, okay, here we go, there we go. So, this is what happens when you turn it on. On, can you guys see that? Let's zoom in, boom, okay, there you go. It's on, and then it's off, okay? Now, the problem that I have with this game when you turn scan lines on is that it gets so freaking dark. It's just horrible. You know what? Let's just get into the game. Let's get into the game and I'm gonna show you. It looks so bad. It's like you dimmed the screen completely and it's so freaking dark. Anyway, just let's save up normal mode. Okay, go. You've got 3 different kinds of difficulty. Normal. Okay, and let's go back to the options, settings, screen, and scan lines. Now, no scan lines, look at that, nice and bright, vivid colors, scan lines on, and you know what, let's zoom in, here we go again, scan lines off, bright, vivid, colorful, scan lines on, and it's completely dark. It looks really bad. It looks really, really bad. So, back in the day when I was playing this game, I mean, I actually reviewed this version like 2 months ago. It was a really embarrassing review, so don't even go there. It's in the channel, but just view it at your own risk. Cringeworthy material. I kid you not. Anyway, so yeah, so when I was playing this game, I was playing it without the scan lines, and it looks really blocky, it looks weird, you lose detail. I'd rather have scan lines, but unfortunately it's either on, super dark, or off, super bright, and that's it, okay? And that's pretty much it. I mean, I have nothing else to add about this version. It's got all these basic options, and yeah, I mean, it was a good alternative. You know, I mean, I didn't, well, again, yes, I mean, there was no PS4 version, which is, to be honest, the ultimate ROM version for this game. And, yeah, I mean, I just had to feed my thirst for Samurai Spirits or Showdown, and, yeah, I just played this game, and I didn't really mind having no scan lines or having too many scan lines. But now that I have this ultimate version right here, it's a completely different story, okay? Let me just stop this one. Up, there you go. let's go back to the PlayStation 4 version. Okay, so simply said, PlayStation 4 version is the best. Now, some of you might argue and say no, if you have the original cart, or you can get the ROM for free online, and you can do this and you can do that. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But in my case, I like to collect these games, and yeah, I'm just super happy with this version. How much did I pay? I paid 800 yen, so about $8. Not that expensive for such a kick-ass game. And yeah, a lot of options. No real online, which kind of sucks. But yeah, let's just go back to the title screen. Did I miss anything? Let's just see. No. Yeah, you see this Caravan Mode. It's the same thing in the King of Fighters 94 version. And it's crap. You got like 5 minutes and you gotta get points and that's it. And your points get compared online. You know? Sucks. Sucks. Boring stuff. It's like Dreamcast era kind of online. No thank you. Alright? So yeah. There you go. Samurai Shodown. Having a blast, as always. Let's just play one little game. Alright, if you guys want to see some gameplay, look at that. You got them scan lines. Here we go. We're zooming in. You see, it's not too dark compared to the PlayStation 3 version. It looks good, it's fluid, it's got the original Japanese version, because I love having the original Japanese version. And there you go. Okay, let's just play with Omaru. We'll just play 2 rounds, you know, give you guys some gameplay. There you go. And it's just awesome to have that extra amount of, what do you call it, like a screen view? I know it doesn't make a huge difference, but yeah, whatever, you know? Here we go. Playing against Earthquake. Boom. I'm gonna get my ass kicked, as always. You see, the problem is that Samurai Shodown is an old game. It came out in like 1993 or 1994. And, well, yeah, I mean, it's a little clunky, it's a little old compared to the newer games, okay? So you're not gonna have fancy combos, you're not gonna have, ultimate fatalities and all that shit, you know? Fireworks. Let's just play a little more. Let's see if I can kill this guy, you know, cut him in half. That is one of the best things about Samurai Shodown. You can literally cut your enemy in half. It was like, oh god, he's blocking as always. This is what, like, difficulty level 2, I think. So if I lose, I am a horrible noob. Let's give it a go. Up. Cut you in half, motherfucker. Fucking pig. Let's go. Yeah, I'm playing with the controller here. I'm doing this for the sake of convenience. I know it's a sin when you have an arcade cabinet, but I just want to do that so that I can just quickly... Let's go. Oh! Here we go. Yeah! Woohoo! Fatality, motherfucker. I love that. It is just the best thing ever, you know? You hit your enemy with a heart slash, and then that's it. It gets cut in half. Right? So there you go, guys. I know it's not a fancy review. I just wanted to talk about this game. So, yeah, there you go. If you guys are interested, I would recommend this game. If you've never played it, please play it for the sake of knowing more about fighting games. And if you already have another version, I would recommend this one because it's by far the best. There you go. Guys, keep gaming. Let's have fun playing games. Rock on. See you guys soon. Peace out.